Alrighty, everybody. Hello and welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday, July 5th, 2020. I'm DSP. I welcome you to my first of two gameplay streams for the day. Allergies acting up again today. Excuse me. Gunked up a bit. But getting through it. Here for some fun streaming for all of you today. Ready for some good stuff. Today is going to be a pretty relaxing day. Okay, today will be a pretty relaxing day. Why? Well, it's because of the games we're playing today. Alright, first, we got Spongebob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, the conclusion stream. We've got one world left, plus we've got a few odds and ends in the world I was currently in to finish up. We do have to backtrack a little bit and go back to the first world where I missed quite a lot of stuff. There was maybe 5-6 different socks that I missed in that first world. So definitely got to go back and kind of re-explore that first world and see what I missed. And then we got the final area, the Chum Bucket, which I don't actually know what happens in there, if it's just a boss fight or if it's another world or whatever. But we are pretty darn close to the end. I am going to attempt to 100% it, although I guess you need to do a significant amount of grinding in order to 100% it, and I need your help. For those of you who have played this game before and have good recommendations of how to grind to get the shiny things in order to get the final spatulas, I'm all ears, okay? Because I would definitely like to do it today, if possible. Alright, I did set aside an entire full stream for this to hopefully have enough time to 100% the game, even if it does involve some grinding or whatever. But, undoubtedly, this will be a more chill stream than what I've been doing recently. You know, Last of Us 2 and everything. There's no way this game will be that crazy or that stressful. Or hell, full of that much misery. Okay? So this should be a fun one, a good stream. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it too. In reality, SpongeBob has been one of my favorite games of the past couple of months. It's a relaxing game. It's fun. It has great music. The graphics are good. It's got so many references to the show. It's really neat. It's really well done, in my opinion. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the playthrough, as well. And, we're going to try to wrap it up today. Okay? Later tonight, the late stream is the return of Animal Crossing. I've not played the game in probably 2 weeks or more at this point. Probably 3 weeks. How time flies. And there's a lot going on in the world of Animal Crossing right now. First of all, there's a big summer update where it allows you to dive under the water and grab collectibles and underwater creatures. There's a character who buys such items, but you can also trade them in at the museum. So just on that premise alone, there's a lot more content, okay? But in addition to that, there's been a lot going on Paw Print Island off camera. As my wife has continued to play the game, we've got new visitors to the island. People have moved off the island and new people have moved in. So we could meet them tonight for the first time. And of course see what else is going on. I have no idea what my wife is up to, if she's building anything or doing anything in particular. So that should be a fun late night stream and a very relaxing chill stream. I love playing that game because it really allows me to unwind and just have a good time and not worry too much about anything else. Okay? So that is tonight. At 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? Tomorrow, Monday, is my final consecutive streaming day for the week. And we're going to have some good variety and fun. First of all, Sleeping Dogs will make a return to the streams after completing the main campaign of the game about 2 weeks ago. The game's been on hold, essentially, as I play other new releases. But there's 2 major story-based DLCs in the game. And those came with Definitive Edition. And I did not have a chance to play them because I was jumping right into new releases at the time. But now we have a little bit of opportunity to go back and experience them. So tomorrow I'll be doing one of those DLCs. I don't even know which one. I know one of them has a supernatural element and the other one is more of a side story of the gang or whatever. But I'll be checking one of those out tomorrow as the main gameplay stream. Okay? Tomorrow night is the big one. Tomorrow night is the stream everyone's been waiting for. After nearly 2 weeks, I'll be completing The Last of Us Part 2, and I will be doing a live review of the game. People have been asking me for 2 weeks, what's my opinion? What's my thoughts? Will I review it? What's going on with the game? You're going to get my full opinion. Oh, yes. You're going to get it all tomorrow night. All right? So I hope you guys will be here live tomorrow night, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, for the big conclusion and review of Last of Us 2. Okay? I'm off from streaming on Tuesday. And hallelujah, I'm getting my haircut. God damn, do I need a haircut badly. It's been, I think it was it had to have been late February when I had my haircut last. So this is probably the longest span I've gone without a haircut. And man, do I need it badly. I'm excited to finally get my damn hair cut. Okay? Then I'm going to come back on Wednesday, and we're going to do more Sleeping Dogs DLC as the main gameplay stream. So I guess we'll see how far we've gotten tomorrow. And if I beat one of the DLCs, we'll do the other one. Okay? Wednesday night is going to be the return of Fire Emblem Three Houses as the late stream. So that'll be some Fire Emblem action. Thursday, it's Ask the King. It's the return of my bi-monthly Q&A show where you guys ask questions and I answer them live here on stream. I really like doing this show. Please post up your questions if you haven't yet. You can either just type ! Ask the King in the stream chat, or you can wait about every 20 minutes or so, and then a link will pop up automatically in the chat for you to click on, okay? So, the more questions I get for the show, the better it is. Please post up your questions, okay? Thursday night, a little bit more Animal Crossing, because I'm sure after just one night tonight, it's not going to be enough. I want a little bit more. So we're going to do that Thursday night. Friday, a big new release premiere. It is I almost said Death Stranding. Oh my god, I keep doing that. Deadly Premonition 2. Premiering on the Switch. For those who don't know what Deadly Premonition is, I strongly recommend you go watch my original playthrough on DSPGaming on YouTube. It is one of the weirdest, quirkiest games ever. It's got horror and supernatural elements. There's a suspenseful murder mystery, a small town vibe. It's got a lot of parallels to a television series called Twin Peaks, but then it's got zany, crazy shit at the end of the game that's completely unexpected. The game is one of the weirdest games I've ever played, but people have said that it's one of the most entertaining playthroughs I've ever done. It was a long time ago when I played it, by the way. I'm trying to remember exactly when I did. I think it was like, I know I was doing direct capture, but man, I couldn't tell you, exactly when. It was many, many years ago. All right. So I'm excited to play the sequel starting this coming Friday on the Switch. That will be the main gameplay stream. Friday night will be my weekly throwback Street Fighter session, as usual. And then on Saturday, more Deadly Premonition 2, followed by more than likely, thinking in my head what I would want to do, probably, Fire Emblem or something like that. Excuse me. And then Sunday, maybe more Deadly Premonition 2, or maybe we'll switch over and we'll go back to Sleeping Dogs if there's still more DLC available or whatever. And we'll play it by ear from there. The chill streams can come back. Maybe I'll do a Morrowind stream as a one-off, and we'll do more Animal Crossing. I don't know. But that's going to basically be that week, okay? And then, of course, the week after that is the really big releases for the month. Ghost of Tsushima, as well as Paper Mario and the Origami King. So we're going to have some really good variety and fun gameplay around the middle of this month. Alexander Rossi says, wow, it was May 2013. Damn. 7 years ago was Deadly Premonition. Damn. It doesn't seem like... I remember the game, and I remember the creepiness factor of it, and what a weird game it was, because I had no idea what the game was when I started playing it at all. I had zero knowledge of what it was. And it kind of blew me away with how weird it was and unique. But man, it doesn't feel that long. It doesn't feel like it was 7 years ago. Holy shit, man. Damn. Well, that's cool that they finally made a sequel. I'm going to be able to play it live with all of you. I'm very excited for this, so. Alright, so yeah, that's basically the streaming schedule coming up. I hope that sounds good for all of you. Also, a few things. Number one, we are doing a subs goal for this month. It is the month of July. And for this month, the subs goal is 725 subs. We're trying to hit 725 subs concurrent, meaning all at the same time. And if we do that, if we hit 725 subs at any point in July, It's the return of the Viewer's Choice event. This is an event where you guys get to nominate and then vote on a game. And that game will turn into a complete playthrough here on the live streams. Previous games and franchises that have been part of this event are the Yakuza franchise, the Persona franchise, Sonic 2006, Super Mario Sunshine, the Spyro series, Donkey Kong 64, the Banjo-Tooie series, and then recently, games I'm playing right now, yes, Spongebob, which we're playing today, was a viewer's choice pick, as well as Fire Emblem. So all these games and franchises, I never would have experienced if it weren't for you guys and your interactivity, nominating and voting on these games. Okay? So pretty awesome. Please consider subbing this month. All right? What do you get if you subscribe? I'll tell you. Number one, you get access to over 40 emotes. I'm not exaggerating. My channel has over 40 emotes. It's one of the most emoted channels in the entire Twitch community. Pretty damned awesome. In addition, you don't have to watch advertisements when I take ad breaks, which I don't do very often, but when I do, people hate ads, so that's a benefit. And of course, you get a cool chat crown badge next to your name in the chat to show how long you've been an ongoing supporter. So many people who've been ongoing supporters now. It's pretty crazy. You see the different... Look, I'm just looking right now at the chat. We got a bronze crown. We got multiple gold crowns. We got the gold crown encrusted with rubies and emeralds. Right? Pretty awesome. Thank you guys for levels of support. I really appreciate it. Here's a silver crown. I love that. All right. So good stuff. Thank you guys for... Whoa. Look at Zebra with the rose gold crown. Rose gold. It's beautiful. It's very regal looking, right? So thanks to all of you for your ongoing support. It is much, much appreciated. Okay? Please consider subbing. Or maybe you want to gift a sub, right? Yeah, it's much appreciated. It supports the channel, and hopefully we hit the goal. The other thing is, obviously, the ongoing vest streak. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 168 straight streams where I have hit the tips goal. The vest streak was completed, and, I put on a vest in celebration. Pretty crazy when you think about that, man. That's about 4 months now. It all started back in early March. So March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, it's been about 4 ongoing months of support. Thank you all. The positivity continues. And I'm excited. I've already told you guys, I've already got plans for the 200 vest celebration, which if it goes through will be at either the very end of this month or early August. It depends on timing. And I haven't done the actual math yet to figure out exactly what the date would be for that. But I got a good idea of something that I wanted to do. Of course, there'll probably be another live DSP tries it. There'll be more Jasper antics. We'll do some fun stuff together. The vest celebrations have turned out to be quite fun, and you guys have really enjoyed them. Okay? So, if you like the streams, and you want to see them continue to be successful, you want to keep the vest streak and the positivity going, please consider tipping today. Please know that contributions are not mandatory. They're completely voluntary. But it should need to be said that sometimes on these streams, people make it all about the vest streak, and I don't really like that. I'm here to have fun with you guys, to interact, to have a good time, chill, talk, have fun with games. That's what the streams are about. So many people have reached out to me recently and said, Phil, we just want you to know how meaningful your content is, because it actually has meaning for us behind the scenes. For you, maybe you're just messing around, but understand that for us, we get some really great positivity and fun consistency and everything out of it. And I'm grateful that you guys get that and that you guys tell me that, all right? So I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much for your positivity. That's what I'm here for, all right? The whole fact that I get to make a living doing this, and now we've got this crazy positivity of the vest streak, this is all just an added bonus to me, all right? And I appreciate that so much. So, if you would like to contribute, it's not mandatory, but if you do, thank you so much in advance, and let's see if we can keep the vest streak going. One thing I will say is if you are planning on contributing today to the vest streak, you might want to contribute sooner rather than later. Reason being, what I've noticed is that when we get to like the last hour, the last half hour of a stream, and we still haven't hit the vest goal, people go nuts, and the entirety of the stream chat ends up being people screaming about this. Oh my God, we'll hit the vest goal. Is it over today? And blah, blah, blah. And obviously, it's going to end someday. Obviously, the vest streak could end today. And if it does, that's okay. I think 4 ongoing months of positivity is pretty insanely great, and I really am appreciative of that. And it would be pretty stupid of me and pretty ungrateful and pretty greedy of me to be saying, oh my god, I can't believe it ended, or anything like that. I never do that. But I don't want the entirety of the stream to be that. You know, this stream's supposed to be about fun, positive interactions between us, having fun, talking, talking about the game, talking about topics, having a good time, not, oh, the vest streak, the vest streak, the vest streak, the vest streak, which some people make it out to be if we don't hit it near the end of the stream. All right. So 2 things. Number 1, please do not make the whole stream about that. It's against the rules, and if I see too much derailment, I'll have to take care of that through moderation. But also, please, if you're thinking of contributing today, you might want to do it sooner rather than later so we can avoid that bullet at the end of the stream. Fair enough? Okay. All right, so guys, the truth of the matter is that's it. I really don't have any topics to talk about. I've been following the news out there. I didn't see any real gaming news. The only news that I've been seeing is not good. It's the continuation of this whole situation where people just keep coming out with more and more information about sexual misconduct within the competitive gaming community. In particular, this week has been so bad with this Smash Brothers competitive community, which, first of all, as you guys know, I'm not really part of any competitive community. I don't really follow competitive fighting games. I don't follow the FGC. Just among the FGC, the whole Smash Brothers community is kind of a fringe thing, even though they have their own community and everything, and it's very competitive and it's very serious. There's big tournaments for money and everything. It just seems like they're not necessarily always in line with the rest of the FGC. Like the other FGC groups, Street Fighter, Tekken, etc., they've been around for a long time. They have their own kind of thing going, and it seems like the Smash Brothers is kind of just on the fringe of it. You know what I mean? They go to tournaments like Evo and stuff and participate, but it always seems like maybe they got their own groupings going. I'm just very, very quickly, some of the stuff that I'm here seeing on social media is like, to me, I'm just like flabbergasted that this exists. Okay, so just to briefly summarize some of the stuff that I'm to understand has happened. Okay, so the Smash Brothers community, unlike most other competitive fighting game communities, because the Smash Brothers community plays Smash Brothers, and Smash Brothers is a game that has Nintendo characters and other franchise characters in a kiddie-style fighting game. Kids play at a competitive level and actually have become tournament competitors. There have been people who are like 13 years old, and they're really good at the game and can win tournaments, and therefore the competitive community includes many people who would be considered underage. All right? But the weird thing about that is they're still treating it like it's a serious competitive thing, as if it's their job, and their entire lives molded around it. Like, I've heard, apparently there's like houses that have been set up where competitive Smash Brothers players would move in with each other to live this co-op style lifestyle in order to get better at the game and in order to create content together to make money. And I hear that and I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, that would blow me away. Like, just hearing that there's a competitive fighting game community where people like gave up the rest of their life, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have my own thing going. I'm moving a co-op. I'm moving into a co-op house with a bunch of other gamers in order to make co-op content and play the game at a competitive level. To me, that's just like, that's just bizarre. Okay, now some people, maybe this is common. All right, but to me, this is bizarre to give up your whole life, your individual life, to now do some kind of a co-op project for years and years and hopefully make money doing it or whatever. All right. So so people in the stream chat are saying they're called gamer houses. They're not new. Oh, I know they're not new. I'm just saying, like, to me, that's fucking weird. I mean, you listen. That's just weird to me. That's my personal take on it. Like, I'm going to give up my individuality. I'm going to give up my own personal life to move in with a bunch of other gamers and have a life that's shared so we make content together and make money. Okay? That's weird to me. All right? Now, you may say, well, it's a great way to have ambition. It's a great way to try to make money. Great, except that, at least in the Smash Brothers community, these are not adults doing it. This is not, a 20-year-old saying, okay, I got nothing else really going on in my life right now. I could sacrifice everything else going on to do this and maybe have an internet following and maybe make some money. These are kids. These are underage kids who are doing this. And at some point, I'm like, what's the parents' involvement in this shit? Why would any parent agree to have their kid move into a gamer house? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so there's going to be no one really supervising anything, you know. Go ahead and just do whatever. And you hear about, oh, there's drinking going on, and there's sexual misconduct going on, and there's all this, and it's like, well, what did you think would happen exactly? You know? That just blows my mind, because, like, you know, I'm not saying that kids haven't been involved in competition before, but in that case, when you have an underage person involved in that kind of stuff, there's always parental supervision. There's always supposed to be adults involved. And if any were, you know what I mean? Like, how on earth did any of this crazy shit that's coming out in the Smash community happen? You hear crazy stories. They're getting drunk and oh my God. I just don't even want to really talk about some of the shit that's out there right now because it's disgusting. You know? Even if it's underage or not, that's not the point. I mean, the point is it's just compounded by some of these people being underage. But none of that shit should be happening. It's supposed to be fucking competitive video games. How the fuck did we get to the level where it's like crazy systematic abuse? What on the fuck? How is no one supervising this? And again, where are the parents? You know, listen, when I was growing up, my parents were overprotective. They were. They didn't want me to go out and do stuff. I wanted to go travel to tournaments and do this and do that. They were super protective of me until I was 18. Then I was 18, I'd do whatever the fuck I wanted, right? And then, you know, when I'm 18 or older, it's kind of my decision. Anything that happens to me is my own fault. But man, I can tell you, they were definitely heavily involved in my life. You know, all the way up to the time when I was considered a legal adult. And fuck no, they never would have let me move into a gamer house. Fuck no, they never would have allowed me to sacrifice my young life, education, and all of that to play a game competitively. Can you imagine that? Be 13 years old and you're not going to school, you're not doing any of that shit. You're moving into a gamer house to play Smash and make Smash videos. What the frick is going on? Like, how? So, I don't know. I mean, from my personal experience and my personal opinion is like, this is just insane to begin with. The whole concept is like mind-numbingly melting. And then you're like, gee, there was misconduct? No shit. Like, you set up a recipe for disaster. Seriously. You set up, or it's like, send a bunch of kids into an area unsupervised, and you think that nothing's going to happen. I mean, what the fuck, man? It blows my mind. It's just out of control. You know? And again, this is just me, you know, glossing over some of the stories and stuff. And for me, it's wild because this whole thing started weeks ago. There was all these accusations started hitting the internet or whatever for various different gamers and various different communities. But the Smash community, it seems like every day there's new accusations against more members and more members and more members. And it's like, holy fuck. Right? So, I don't know. It's just, for me, that's the only thing really going on. That I saw on social media. Of course, you got your usual political stuff and everything. I'm not going to talk about that shit. I'm just looking for good game stuff. I can't even find any positivity about games anymore. All I'm seeing is this crazy shit. Like, what the frick is going on, man? Alright, well, that's really it. Like I said, I really don't have anything really to talk about today. So, I guess what we'll start with shoutouts. We'll do shoutouts, talk about a few things. And then we will get started. Because I really don't have much else to talk about today. Okay? Oh, I got to burp. Okay. I don't have to burp. I quelled that shit. Actually, hold on a second and let me refresh here. Jeff the Hero, I hope you're staying safe as well. I am staying safe. Rest assured. Everything here is fine. We're good. Okay, so we start off with Smart Guys. Of course, Smart Guys was my old school wrestling commentary show that I did, I'd say probably from the year 2010 all the way through like 2014 when I moved across the country, and that's when the show was retired. So Smart Guys got the tipping started today with a $4.20 tip. So I appreciate that very much. And basically what this person did is they're kind of emulating what I used to do, well, what I and John Rambo used to do on the show, recapping a bunch of wrestling news. So he says, Matt Riddle beats AJ Styles clean, Jeff Hardy throws P at Sheamus, and Bray Wyatt's going to face Strowman in a swamp match. Alrighty then. Well, I know of that only because, again, I follow wrestling on social media, so I kind of at least stay in the know with what's going on with matches and the like and plot lines. But I have not actually seen any wrestling show since April. What was it, WrestleMania? Yeah, and I probably won't see any in the near future either. So, thank you very much for the tip, getting the tipping started today. It's funny because some people have asked me over the years, will I bring back Smart Guys? And the answer at first was maybe I will. But I kind of realized that time of my life is kind of over, following wrestling so intently. I find that just following it on social media, I pretty much end up finding out everything that's going on. Seriously, I know that sounds silly, but I don't even have to watch the shows. I could just follow on social media and know everything that's going on in pro wrestling at all times. It's funny, like they say, oh, well, you don't see the wrestling. Actually, you do. If you just follow on social media, they usually within a day they have clips of all the good stuff that happened, so you can just watch it for free right on Twitter or whatever. You don't actually have to fucking watch the shows at all. So I really haven't followed at all. I've actually been strongly debating, do I even want to keep WWE Network or do I want to cancel that too? Because I don't even watch it. I haven't watched it since April. So, if this is the case, maybe I should just get rid of it. I don't know. I'm not using it. What am I paying for, right? So I'm thinking about it. I'm certainly nowhere near as big of a wrestling fan as I was. I think it's just a couple things. There's too much of it. There's so much wrestling now. Just think about it. With WWE, you've got Raw and SmackDown. Then you've got your spin-off shows like 205 Live. Then you've got your up-and-coming show NXT. You got all the pay-per-views and all of that. And then you've got the major competitor, AEW, and they've got their main show, they've got their AEW Dark show, and they've got their own pay-per-views. Then you've got the third competitor, Impact Wrestling, and they've got all their stuff going on. Then you've got Ring of Honor, then you've got New Japan. It's like there's like 10 federations. Because now I didn't even mention any of the things over in Great Britain that they do with NXT UK and how that's associated with all those federations over there and everything, right? So, it's too much. And for a while there, for a few years, I was actually trying to keep track of all of it, and I was watching all of it. And it was, look, don't get me wrong, it was fun, but it's just so much of a one product that for me, like when wrestling was at its heyday, twice a week you would watch it. You'd watch like Raw and SmackDown, or you'd watch, Raw and Nitro, or whatever you wanted to watch, whatever floated your boat back then. And it was cool and all to be a part of it, but it wasn't so immersive that there was so much of it that it took up all of your time. You know what I mean? Like, to follow wrestling fully today is like a full-time job. There's so much of it. That's what actually got so frustrating about Smart Guys, was even just to watch 3-4 shows a week to do the commentary show was so time-consuming. And then it took the Smart Guys show. Sometimes took upwards of 2 hours to do the commentary because there was so much to talk about in one week. It's like, geez, there's too much of this shit, And that's sad because, I hate to say it, wrestling is fun when you take it in certain amount of doses. Like they say, everything in moderation. And apparently the people in charge don't realize that when you oversaturate the market with so much, that basically it doesn't mean anything anymore. And now you got someone like me who used to be a ginormous fan of wrestling who doesn't even watch wrestling. I just follow it on social media, and I get just as much enjoyment that way. I don't even have to watch the shows, So I doubt, at this point, it's doubtful when I'll even go back to watch another wrestling show. And like I said, I'm debating just getting rid of everything that I would even pay for wrestling. Why even pay for WWE Network when I'm not watching it, right? Okay, anyway, moving on. I know it was a lot of talk for one thing. Alexander Rossi cheered, and he says, "Shame on you, because you are so submissive of Kanye West running for president last night when someone brought it up. He recalls in 2015, I was very dismissive of Donald Trump running for president, and now look what's happened." Listen, I never supported Donald Trump for president. I didn't. That's the truth. I thought that it was stupid that a pseudo-celebrity running a reality show would be getting into politics like that. And then he won, and now here we are, you know, at the end of his first term. And, you know, I mean, everyone could say has something different to say about it, so I'm not going to get into that, all right? But, no, I don't think Kanye West should be running for president, all right? I don't think that he has any qualifications to be that kind of a leader at all. But sadly, people will vote on him just because he's a celebrity, okay? I think that's stupid as hell. It's incredibly irresponsible, and it's dangerous. Now, of course, you could argue, well, that's the same thing for Donald Trump. I mean, yeah. And he won. So you're absolutely right, Alexander Rossi. There is a chance. There's always a chance. You know, he could win. Kanye West could win. And then I don't know what's going to happen to our country, quite frankly. I don't know. At this point, I don't, you know, with the last 4 years, who would have predicted this shit would have happened to our country that we're in right now? Right? So, I don't know. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? This is why I don't really talk about politics. All right? Only Iced Coffee gifted a sub to Crazy Dream. Congratulations, Crazy Dream, on the gifted sub. Thank you, Only Iced Coffee, for the support. I appreciate that. Bionic Commando Reboot tip me $1 and says, "Mr. Man with a Plan, get your breeze on. I'll be long gone sunny day." Okay, then. Thanks for the $1 tip. I don't know what's going on. You've completely confused me. But thank you for the $1 tip regardless. I'm just a boomer, even though I'm not. My parents are boomers, not me. But I'm just a boomer. I'm dazed. I'm confused. You've spun my head right round, baby, right round, like a record. Okay. Continuing on. Lego Mario tipped me $1 and says, "What are your opinions on Home Alone 3? Did you grow up watching it like the first two?" No. For me, the first two were the classics. I saw both of the first two in movie theaters with my family together around the holidays when they premiered. And, you know, they continued to watch them, you know, on like HBO and then other channels and everything. They basically became holiday classics. I never really saw Home Alone 3. I think I did eventually see it. But when it came out, as soon as you heard, oh, it's not the same kid. You know, it's not Macaulay Culkin. It's not the same, even though it is the same plot, let's face it. It's basically a reboot. I was like, I'm not watching that. And I didn't. And I really, you know, I don't know much about it because I think I may saw it once a bajillion years ago. And that's about it. So, no, Home Alone 3, to me, Home Alone 3 doesn't really exist. Home Alone 1 and 2 are the two that are the mainstream accepted canon Home Alones, and the other ones, like, who cares, right? Because I think they made like 10 of them. I think it was like Home Alone 12, Lost in Hoboken, New Jersey, and it was like some stoner wandering around Hoboken. He was looking for a corner store, and Marv and Larry were chasing him or something. I don't know, but I certainly didn't care about anything past 2. Okay, Call Me Thick Daddy Thanks has resubscribed for 7 months. Thank you very much for 7 months of support. He says, I mean, if Arnold Schwarzenegger can be governor of California, why can't Kanye be the president? I mean, yeah, and that's, you know, it's at this point, American politics are disturbing. They are disturbing. Because as much as I disagree with the way the government works with career politicians and people who seem to be out of touch with reality, becoming politicians and making these important decisions that dictate the future of our country. At the same time, I'm not exactly sure I want a celebrity to be a politician either. I really don't know what's best for us anymore. I don't really think I would ever know. I don't think I'm that kind of a guy to be standing on a soapbox talking about politics and knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just a gamer, so I don't really try to take up that role. I'm not going to stand here and try to tell you guys that I know stuff that I don't, all right? It's not what I'm here for. All right. Captain Charisma has tipped me $1.30 and says, after cutting out WWE, excuse me, I only watch Impact on a weekly basis. $1.30. Wait, what? Oh, 1 hour and 30 minutes of wrestling a week. And then watching highlights for everything else made being a wrestling fan better in my eyes. So I get your burnout on WWE, but we need more eyes on non-WWE stuff. Yeah, and when I did do Smart Guys, I made an effort, an honest effort, to at the very least talk about Impact every week. But at that point, when I was doing Smart Guys, Impact was at its all-time low. The content they were putting out was such drivel, and the company was in dire straits to the point where it looked like they were going to go out of business. And so John and I actually just stopped watching it altogether. We basically got together and we said, we can't watch this anymore. This is just so bad of a product that it's just not worth watching anymore. From what I don't understand, they did kind of completely turn themselves around and turn their product into something much more better, much more watchable, much more entertaining. And a lot of people actually like Impact again, years later. It came back from the bottom of the barrel where it was, and now people say it's pretty good again. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it in a million years. So I couldn't attest to any of that. But I do agree with you. Like, pro wrestling has become, to me, far more digestible now that I don't watch as much. At one point, like I said, I was trying to watch everything, and it was just too much. It was overloading. It was taking up way too much time. And now that I don't watch as much, I actually... just following it on social media, I feel like I get the same level of enjoyment. So, only iced coffee did a 100-bit cheer, biggest cheer of the day so far. Let's get him up on the leaderboard before we read what he has to say. Hold on. $100-bit cheer. All right, he says, be on the lookout for mobile Formidadict, and Big Pimp Daddy in Stream Chat. They're detractors. All right. Well, we got mods in the stream. I see that they are taking a look at the stream chat and moderating appropriately. I appreciate that. We always get assholes. Thanks for the heads up, only iced coffee. Give it a look. I know King Gokin's here. I don't know if any other mods are here. Give it a look. By the way, I should bring this up. For those who were not here last night, you might notice that Swaggins will be in chat a little bit more often, and he has reprised his role as a moderator, which is great. The more moderation help we get, the better. There are some streams where sadly we get no mods, and that's because I don't enforce mod attendance on my streams or whatever. It's more of a casual thing. If a mod's here to help, great. If not, that's fine. I do my best to kind of handle it myself. But yeah, Swaggins has come back as a mod. You may see him here from time to time helping out. And I just want to let you guys know so you know to expect that. Okay? All right. Continuing on. Bent Boxer tipped $1 and said, baby likes to rock it like a boogie woogie choo-choo train. What the holy hell that means, I have no idea. But I appreciate the $1 tip and the support, Bent Boxer. Thank you. And then Marv tipped me $1.30 and said, suck brick, kid. That is a reference to Home Alone 2, where I believe it is Larry and Marv, or is it Harry and Marv? I can't remember. On top of a building, and they see young McAllister walking down the street, and they throw a brick at him, and they don't hit him. They miss. But Marv is like, suck brick, kid. And he throws the brick, and he misses. So there you go. All right, let us now give a shout out to those who are the top contributors of the week. And I should mention this, okay? Twitch basically treats it that Sunday is the final streaming day of the week. Monday is the first day of a new streaming week. And therefore, because of that, all the leaderboard standings reset overnight from Sunday into Monday. So, for those of you who are on the leaderboard, congratulations. You've reached the end of the week. And if you're looking to maybe get up there on the leaderboard and get a new standing for the end of the week here, you have to do it today because it will reset and start back at 0 tomorrow. Okay? All right. Let's give a shout out to those who are the top cheerers of the week. All right. We have a tie for 9th place between Ace Best and Nye Morgan. In 8th place, we have Crapcock. 7th place goes to DSP and Wings. 6th place is Timbo Slice GB. 5th place, Awesomeness Kaboom. 4th place, Only Iced Coffee. 3rd place, Young Kaba. 2nd place, Poor Streen. And in 1st place for the week with cheering, it is Shadow the Hedgehog. Thank you very much, everyone, for your support, but in particular, thank you, Shadow. Okay. Also, thank you to those who gifted subscriptions for the week and helped us to get ever closer to the monthly tips, or excuse me, the monthly subscriber goal here on the streams. Big Papa Phil and Ryan each gifted a single subscription. Golden Nobles gifted 2 subs so far this week. Ultimate Cloud 7 gifted 4 subs this week. We have both Lunaba as well as RPG Fan 32 who each gifted 8 subscriptions this week. And then at the top of the heap, Only Iced Coffee gifting a very generous and whopping 23 subscriptions this week. Thank you very much, Only Iced Coffee, for your ongoing support, man. It is appreciated. Elton Hercules John tipped me $1 and says, we need a rhinestone or sequin vest next. It'll be bright enough to see and shiny. Please look into this. Well, actually, I can't believe I completely forgot to tell you guys about my trip out this last week. I did go to another store that had reopened that basically repurposes clothing or takes clothing out of department stores that's unsold. And we're talking designer clothing, too. We're not talking El Cheapo. We're talking name brand stuff. And they sell it for really, really cheap. One kind of vest that I found that was very, very cheap was a dress vest. You know, you could just wear like a black vest, like a formal dress vest that you would probably put on, you know, as part of a suit or a tuxedo or something like that. They had a bunch of those, both black and gray. And they were super cheap. I'm talking like $10. And I was like, gee, you know, I wonder, would anyone actually like it if I wore like a dress vest like that on the stream for variety's sake? You know, right now I'm wearing these big puffy vests that would be considered like outdoor jackets. But I had, you know, dress vest could be something that I just easily slap on. They're very thin. They're not even heavy. So it's like, it wouldn't even add, it wouldn't make me feel, you know, heavy or sweaty or anything in the office here. So that's a consideration. I was like, gee, maybe that's something I could do in the future. I've been looking for stuff. There's really nothing out there right now. The reason being, the pandemic kind of screwed everything up. It really did. You know, when I'm going to these clothing stores, you know, half their racks are empty. And they're basically, the employees are like, yeah, you know, we just reopened. We haven't even been open for a month yet. And everything's empty because the supply chain broke down. You know, there were no shipments coming in for 2-3 months. And we're not really getting anything new. You know, the corporate office is expecting that we're going to sell through all the old shit that's been sitting there for months first before we start to get new supply. So, as for stuff in person, it's been very, very limited selection. I'm sure I could buy stuff online, but if you do, number one, you have no idea when it's actually going to arrive. Some stuff that I've ordered online showed up right on time, and others have taken 2-3 weeks to show up. I think Kat ordered something that a month ago that still hasn't arrived. It's just lost somewhere. And that's the second time that she ordered something online that she didn't get it in the last like several months. So it's pretty hit or miss. The other thing is, as I learned from when I ordered the blue vest 2 months ago, you have no idea what you're actually going to get when you order something online. That blue vest that I ordered looked like it was going to be way lighter color and actually looked way thinner than it actually ended up being. It ended up being heavier and having a flannel lining that they didn't show you online and being a darker color. So basically it was like 3 different things about it that it didn't look like when I ordered it online. And that's kind of the problem with ordering stuff online. You don't know what you're going to get. So I'm very apprehensive to look for, get a crazy vest. Well, I might order it and it's a piece of shit and it falls apart, or it's completely different from what it even looked like online, and I might not even get it. So I'm very apprehensive about buying stuff online at this point. But we shall see. We shall see what happens, okay? Golden Nobles gifted a subscription to Natalcog 1392. Congratulations to Natalcog. What a name. And thank you, Golden Nobles, for the support. And then, actually, Golden Nobles just went ahead and gifted another sub to Trons XP. So congratulations to Trons XP. And again, thank you, Golden Nobles, for the support. I guess what we should do, we should check on our subscriber levels here. Yeah, we should check on our sub level, see how we're doing. Let's see. We are now at 695 subscriptions. We have gone up a good amount already to start, guys. At this point, we're only 30 subs away from hitting the sub goal. We're actually close to it. All it would take is a few people, you know, subbing or gifting subs, and we could actually hit it. So thank you guys very much for your support. Hello, Adam Outlaw. How are you today? Good to see you. Official Vest Connoisseur just tipped me $1.30 and said, puffy vests are mandatory. They double as flotation devices from the inevitable flood of wet fangirls. Well, there are no wet fangirls around here. And I wouldn't welcome any fangirls regardless. So, but thank you for the $1.30 tip. Captain Charisma tipped me $1.30 and says, have you thought of getting Amazon Prime? Being in the Seattle area, you can have most things in 1 to 2 days. I do have Amazon Prime. I do have it. Okay. Even having Amazon Prime, there's been things I've ordered that took a week or longer to get here. It says Prime delivery, but then when you actually go to check out, it says, oh, you're not going to get it for like a week or longer. I know that sounds weird, but it depends. Like, for example, if there's something that's in stock right here in a warehouse near me, I'll get it right away. Sometimes I can get it the next day. But if it's anywhere else in the country, basically no one is guaranteeing delivery at all. If it ain't right next door to you, you're basically out of luck. You might get it within a week. You might get it within a month. You don't know when you're going to get it. Because the whole supply chain of delivery broke down with the pandemic. And so no one wants to guarantee anything. Everything's kind of up in the air. Don't know when you're going to get it or anything like that. In particular, that's exactly what happened with the blue vest. It was covered under Prime delivery. And I was supposed to get it within, say, maybe 3 days. And then they told me that there was a delay, and I didn't get it for over a week. Now, luckily, it showed up right before that first Vest Fest that I did, 2 months ago. So it did show up in time, but it was like nick of time. So it seems like to be sure you want to get something in time for something, you got to order it like way ahead of time. Thank you for the tip, Captain Charisma. Excuse me, I had a tickle in my throat. Okay, shout out to Golden Nobles who gifted a subscription to Spaghetti Frog YT, or I guess it's YouTube. Congratulations, Spaghetti Frog YouTube, and thank you, Golden Nobles, for the support. Lego Mario tipped me $1. Says if you hit the tier 3 tips goal at $300, can you wear your vest backwards with the back in front of you? It would be hilarious. I mean, I could. No one's asked for that yet. And quite frankly, I couldn't even tell you the last time when we hit that high of a tips goal. I think maybe during the Vest Fest we might have. But outside of that, like, very rarely would I triple a tips goal. I think the other day we did double it. Actually, was it yesterday? We did double it recently, and I put on the Gunner glasses. But tripling the tips goal is pretty absolutely ridiculous. If you guys really wanted me to put on a vest backwards or something and see if it fits or whatever, I would do it. I'm not going to guarantee I would wear it the whole stream, because imagine if I put it on now I can't even move and shit. But I would do it just to be silly, I guess. Okay. Okay. Continuing on. DSP and Wings Cheers, did you see Mr. Wizards denying the accusations your former FGZ friend is putting against him? No, he already publicly admitted it. He already came out and said, I used to do really dumb stuff back in the day, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to be a better person over these past 20 years. So how he can deny it after that, I don't know. And that seems like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. So there you go. Golden Nobles gifted a subscription to Jack of Knaves. Congratulations, Jack of Knaves, and thank you, Golden Nobles, for the support. Appreciate that. Golden Nobles gifted a sub to Last Gen Dempsey. Congratulations to Last Gen Dempsey, and again, thank you very much, Golden Nobles. Golden Nobles gifted a sub to Sidude7. Congratulations, Sidude7. And again, thank you, Golden Nobles. Then DSP and Wings Cheer said, are today's streams for kids? SpongeBob and Animal Crossing. No. My content it never was and never will be for children. And everyone fucking knows that. Just because I'm playing games that could be considered games that are somehow catered to kids. I mean, let's face it. Modern children are not watching SpongeBob. SpongeBob is 20 years old. Okay? Animal Crossing is for all ages, and everyone knows that. Animal Crossing is the biggest selling Nintendo game in the last several years. And I think it's the biggest selling Switch game of all time because people of all ages, creeds, denominations, and genders have bought it and enjoyed it. It has nothing to do with a certain age group. So, in fact, I am insulted, absolutely insulted by your insinuation that these games would only be for children. In fact, I demand an apology, a public apology from you, DSP and Wings. You better give me one. I demand a public apology that you would say such awful things on my stream. I'm tired of this nonsense. I've had enough of it. Okay? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Golden Nobles just dropped a 10-sub bomb. He is really going crazy this morning. Alright? Holy crap. So let's go through these. Excuse me. Let's go through these. By the way, DSP and Wings just apologized. Let's go through these. And let's see, after that, we'll see where we are sub-wise. Okay, so, hold on a second. Golden Nobles gifted a subscription to the following people. We've got Muffin Tops 12, Roberto Carlos, Bring Back the Gray Pump, I don't know what that means, X Rob Zombie, Calderic, Yidden, Max Caulfield VR, excuse me, Cuckoo, Plizat 5, Infinite Paradox 6, then he gifted another subscription to Icy Cooch. So congratulations to all of you. I hope you will say thank you to Golden Nobles in appreciation, because it's very nice of him. He's gifting all these subs today, so everyone gets to enjoy the emotes and the chat crowns and everything. It's really nice of him. So I personally hope that you guys will say thank you to Golden Nobles for his support of the channel and also for helping you out for gifting a sub. Okay? Okay. Now I'm curious. I don't know if this is updated yet. I want to see if Subcom can sometimes take a few minutes to update. Yeah, see, it says only 701, which makes no sense because we were at 695, but then that's supposed to be 11 new subs. So let's wait a minute here. Let's wait a minute for it to update, and then I'll try again. Okay. So, does anyone else have any other topics they'd like to discuss or bring up before we adjourn with the pre-stream today and we get started with the endgame of SpongeBob? And by the way, I hope you guys will help me with the endgame of SpongeBob. Like I said, I know there's 2 more items to get in the Dutchman area. I think there's one missing sock I didn't get in the open world hub area. And if I go back to the first world, apparently there's a lot of socks I didn't get there. So maybe I can go through and investigate there. But then after that, there's 1 level left, which is SpongeBob's Dream World. And then there's the Chum Bucket, and that's it. So I hope you guys will help me out trying to figure out what I missed, because I want to try to 100% the game. And also, if anyone has a strategy for grinding these shinies, so I have enough to give Mr. Krabs so I can buy the final spatulas. Okay? What Pokemon gym type would I run? Gas type. It would be a new type called gas type. You'd always be in, deep in methane gas. Okay, let's see. Let's see now if the sub count has updated. Let's check. It's still saying 701. I guess that's what I'm going to go with. We're going to say it's 701. It makes no sense because that's 11 subs, yet it claims we only went up by 6. I get the feeling give it a little bit longer and then it'll update properly. In fact, hold on a second. Yeah, I can tell you right now we're at 711 subscribers. I just went to my actual Twitch dashboard on my desktop, and that's what it says. So I'm actually going to update the stream to say 711 because that's correct. We're at 711 subs, not 701. I knew it. The Twitch dashboard itself updates better than the frickin' sub count command, apparently. I guess the sub count command is delayed. Alright, shout out to Angelo Bestia, who just gifted a subscription to that Lean In Manual Chill. Congratulations to the Lean In Manual Chill, and thank you, Angelo Bestia, for the support. So that's going to probably get us up to 712, but I won't update it yet. We'll wait a little bit, and then we'll check, but it's probably going to be 712. Okay, what a jump in subs. We are making a push, I guess, here for the sub goal for the month, which is crazy good. Thank you guys for the support. Alright, guys, that's all I've got. So I guess what we'll do is take a quick break. I'm going to go use the restroom quickly. Wait a minute. Golden Nobles just gifted a subscription to Balthazar Alucard. Congratulations to Balthazar Alucard on getting that gifted sub. And thank you, Golden Nobles, again for the support. Very nice. Okay. Alright, so I guess now we will take... Wait a minute. Golden Nobles just gifted a subscription to Drakenman. Congratulations to Drakenman, and again, thank you, Golden Nobles, for the sub support this morning. It's much appreciated. I wonder if Golden Nobles is approaching Only Iced Coffee. He is. So Golden Nobles so far has gifted 21 subs. Only Iced Coffee has gifted 23. Someone just told me that the final sock's in Patrick's house. You go in there and you lift up his couch as Patrick, and there's a sock under the couch. All right, I'm going to have to do that for sure. All right, that's definitely what we're doing at. And then I know we got to go back to... We got to go back to downtown Bikini Bottom and do the Space Needle stuff. Of course, it's called, what, the Sea Needle? I know that there's apparently a sock and a spatula hidden in there that I needed the missile ability to get it. And then I got the first world, there's like a ton of socks that I missed. So... Hello, King Michael. How are you today? Good to see you. All right, guys. So I think that is it now. Let's take a quick break. I'm going to use the restroom quickly. All right. And when we come back, it'll be the conclusion of Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, going for the 100% run. And I hope that you guys will help me out. Wait a minute. Golden Nobles just gifted 5 subscriptions to the channel. Congratulations to the following people. We got Inquisitor of Xena, Money Equals Constructive, Jiren Montoya, Suave Super Mutant, and the Old Node. So congratulations to all of you, all 5 of you. Please be sure to thank Golden Nobles for those gifted subs. And thank you again, Golden Nobles, for the support. I guess, I mean, I could check sub count, but again, it might not be accurate. Here, I'm going to check it. Let's see. Let's see what it says. By the way, it is now official. Golden Nobles is now the top sub gifter of the week. It is 100% official. We are now up to 719 subscribers. Even though, yeah, the sub count command's wrong. The sub count command is not correct. It's way delayed. Let's update this to 719. Oops. 719? Yeah, 719. What a jump, guys. Thank you again for the support today. We went from like 680 something, 690, all the way up to 719. We are right there at the precipice. There's a few people subscribing today, and we're going to hit that subscriber goal, which is really amazing. It means the Viewer's Choice event will happen. Really cool, right? Okay, guys. Now let's take a break. Like I said, I'm going to use the restroom. When we come back, it will be the conclusion of Spongebob Collection Marathon. Of course, there's one final world left as well. Can't wait for you guys to join me for the fun right after the break. Thanks. I'll see you guys in just a bit. Let's chill out. I'll play a little bit of music for you until I come back. Thanks. See you in a bit.